We begin with breaking news on The Edge tonight. She is the only black lawmaker representing Michigan in Congress.
But tonight, Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence says she will not seek re-election in 2022. The four-term Congresswoman is calling it quits after 8 years serving the 14th district. The 67-year-old previously served as Southfield mayor. In all, she has been a public servant for 3 decades. Before that, she worked for the U.S. Postal Service for decades. The Detroit, Pershing High and CMU grad says the reason she decided to hang up her hat has nothing to do with the redistricting maps.
I had begun this journey, I will tell you, after January the 6th. January the 6th had a major impact on how I felt about our state of our democracy, the quorum, and all the other things that, as a person who's given 30 years of her life to public service, it took a big hit on me personally.
The COVID-19 pandemic also taking its toll on the lawmaker. The decision to not seek re-election, leaving a major seat in Congress up for grabs. Let's get right to Fox 2's Dave Spencer. He's live tonight with more on the political impact. And Dave, in my conversation with the Congresswoman earlier today, she said it's time for the next generation to step up. All eyes on who that could be.
Yeah, that is the big question, and this may have taken a lot of people by surprise, this announcement that at the end of the year, Brenda Lawrence will not be seeking re-election. But it didn't take one person that I just got off the phone with. That's political consultant Greg Bowens. I just spoke with him. He's a longtime political consultant here in Metro Detroit, but he's also known Brenda Lawrence for an extremely long time. In fact, he served as her first consultant on her first ever political campaign when she ran for mayor and eventually won the seat of mayor of Southfield, becoming the first African-American mayor of Southfield at that. He knows firsthand that she's got dedication to her constituents, but at the same time, he knows she's only human. And in fact, last month for Deadline Detroit, he wrote an article predicting that Lawrence would not seek re-election this coming November. That appears to be the case. But as she leaves and steps away from Washington, D.C., as you mentioned, Roop Raj, she leaves a big hole. And the question is, who will fill that hole? That's a question we posed. Greg.
There used to be a time when there were 2 African Americans who were elected to Congress. And now we may be looking at a situation where there are none. And I say that because while there may be some people who will raise their hand, the vote tends to get split in Detroit. And that allows for, someone else to grab the brass ring.
I also had a chance to ask what he thinks her legacy will be as she now steps away, at least for the time being, from the political landscape. He told me it's her ability to pull Metro Detroiters and Detroiters together in a unified fashion, something he hopes will be a quality in whoever takes the seat next, her predecessor. Reporting live tonight, Dave Spencer on The Edge.